Welcome back, settlers, to a look at Pandora expansion for Sine Tempore. I have gone through the black hole box, I've gone through the core box, I've gone through SILICIO, and now I'm on Pandora. I'm trying to get it to where I take the larger boxes and then go down to the larger expansions, down to the smaller expansions. In this expansion, there is 3 more. There's still MOTHERFANG, there's still KYRONE, there's still the Pets pack, and there's also ARACNE. So let's get into what this offers you in your games. I would say that the overall number of miniatures is comparable to that of SILICIO. So you've got models that are repeated, so there's 3 different types of enemy models, and then plus the larger one that's in the back. So let's take a quick look at some of the cards. Alright, so we've got Protector, Shield, Sin Eater, Soul Eater, Bullseye, Punisher. Got the Blessed Weapons, Omega and Alpha. Then you got a Sphinx. And those are the enemy draft cards. You've got Pandora herself. I gotta apologize, my autofocus on the camera doesn't seem to be working today. Alright, so these are the enemy cards. And again, every enemy card color is different based on the set that it comes from. This one is purple. And I've said it in previous videos, but I like how each model is similar, but they give you different style of cards. So like the Shield and the Protector, the face is upside down. Well, not upside down, but the face is turned around. Different color. This one's sort of a purple. The Shield is more of a red. Different stats. You can see here. Different abilities. So you might paint each one of these miniatures in the back a different color. Batch painting is probably a little bit different with this game, so you can see the Sin Eater and the Soul Eater are different skins, different colors. And then the same thing with the Bullseye and the Punisher. Alpha. Blessed Weapon models come in the black hole box, so you can always supplement those in. The Sphinx is also in the black hole box, 2 variations of the Sphinx. These are the only ones that I've seen right here, the scientists, that are a new type of enemy. There are no models for the scientists, not that I've seen. So these are the only miniatures, or the only cards or enemies that I have not seen miniatures for. Maybe I lost those, or glazed over those in the black hole box, but I haven't seen those yet. And these last 2, I believe, are from the core box. Her activation deck, or action deck, kind of a nemesis deck as well that you saw from the black hole box. So the overall premise or location that you are in Pandora. Pandora is in a prison that's orbiting the main planet. And you go through a random layout prison through the campaign. Is driven by these larger cards that you see here in the back. I feel like she's got more activation cards. All right, those are cards for Pandora. So you'll take this specific event card, which is called Altered G, Altered Gravity, and then shuffle this into your regular event deck. And then if you draw this card, you can add this sort of a variant to the game, and adds a gravity element to the game. Again, I apologize for the autofocus not working there. Lightning, normal gravity, so nothing happens. Normal gravity, increased gravity. You see kind of how those would augment the game. Again, you're in a orbiting prison in space. You use this, it's sort of a choose your own adventure kind of booklet. You go through individual cards, which I'll show those. You'll read through this specific, those cards in the back. The exploration cards will tell you where to read inside this pamphlet, and you'll get story elements in here. So you still get the basic mission layouts. There's a total of 10 missions. I don't want to get too many spoilers here for you. And you kind of see how the gravity, so you can pause on that and read it if you so choose. Gravity, new enemies, new rules and tokens. So overall tiles, again, same quality on all the materials. If you want to know how I think about the materials, quality, the company, how the campaign, Kickstarter went, sort of how the delays were pushing the game release back. Those can be seen in the black hole and core boxes. So a couple of the map connector pieces. There are no 3D terrain pieces in this game. This is the only one that didn't have 3D terrain pieces that I've unboxed for you. So again, these are similar to some of the scenic elements that used to augment the overall. So you've got blades, and you've got these pots. I guess they're not really pots, they're more jars. And those will, you know, kind of litter through the map, and it's all randomized. And then, so you got these cards. So you got various levels. These are tarot-sized cards. They feel like a choose your own adventure. So you could, oops, not auto-focusing, apologize. You visit the greenhouse. Keep exploring. It'll tell you which card to read, or which card to go to, what part of the book to go to, and you've got 3 total levels. It's all sort of a randomized layout, which is pretty cool. All right, a little bit more tokens than there were in SILICIO. So you've got your wound and your bleed tokens. Those are pretty standard. You've got some of your status effects. So you've got I think these are inhibition squares. And you've got activation tokens as normal, the ones for the scientists, the ones that you put on the momentum. And finally, we'll look at the miniatures. Let's take a look at the shooters and sharpshooters. All right, so same model. Different variations on the style that you can choose to use if you want to go with a shooter or a sharpshooter. Probably red. I'll go with one guy, and then kind of a blue for the other. Then you've got your predator or Sin Eater predator, Soul Eater predator. Oops, way too close there. Alright, then you got the runners. And finally we have Pandora. So it's right on par with the artwork. Nice details all around. Okay, we're going to take a quick look at pets. We're getting into some of the smaller expansions, so I'll try to throw in a couple. I might, as I get to the last three, just kind of do two of them together. But I'll throw the three pets in here. So we'll look at Gorgeous. Yeah, someone was saying that the you know, aside from where the sprue or where they injected it with the mold, which was probably maybe there, the textures on the pets are fine. I think Fea, I think, was the one that we looked at from the SILICIO set. So Brawler. Like all the texture and everything is there. Hopefully the camera's picking that up, even in the wings. Crab Cthulhu. I mean, it's got a Cthulhu face almost. I mean, it's coming out of a shell with crab legs. Fea was a little smoother, but that was just the way that that specific character was. It had smooth skin. But these guys are nice and textured. They've got details on them. I've said it in many of my other videos, and I want to make sure that I say it again. I'd like to confess my sin. I know that there were some issues. From what I've been reading through all the rule books. The rule books are understandable. There's going to be some grammatical errors in there, but they're very few, far between. I can understand it. I've been able to put a game together and understand what it is that they're asking me to do to set the game up. So I haven't had no issues at all with the rule books. As I've said in previous videos, you can go and look at the specific paper components to make sure you've got the right ones. You can get those from ludusmagnusstudio.zendisk.com and download all sorts of aids to help you with your inventory and to help you with not necessarily rule changes, but corrections. So for Pandora box, so we look and see if we have any. So in Pandora rulebook, there's one correction, page 19. So we'll jump over to page 19. So here's the part for the Enraged Sphinx. So where it says turn the card to the Enraged Sphinx side, change that to discard the Sphinx enemy card. From now on, use the Furious Sphinx enemy card. That's what it should say. Download them. They'll probably be the most up-to-date ones. You can download all the rule books. Some of the rule books will have those changes in them already. But yeah, overall, I was very pessimistic with the way that the game was being delayed. But I just looked at, we just got information from Street Fighter the Miniatures game from Angry Joe, and they're probably going to be delayed for an extra year as they go through continued approval processes with Capcom and China making modifications. Angry Joe is pretty particular on the quality of the models, and Jasco Games is just going through their same thing that they probably went through with the Mega Man game, and they're going to probably be delayed. The Street Fighter Miniatures game should have delivered in March of this year, but they got delayed, and they've been pushed back, and they're going to go into 2020. So no company is really immune to it. And Jasco has been active in the comment section for the Kickstarter, so I take back everything that I said about things being delayed. It's going to happen with Kickstarters, especially when you have this much content, and there's more content here than there is in the Street Fighter miniatures game, but those miniatures are all pre-painted, so there's going to be delays. Should expect that. I can't be pessimistic, so I apologize to Ludus Magnus Studios for some of the comments that I left there. I would like to say to everybody that the quality that you're getting for Sine Tempore, the material is good. The material is high quality. It is on par with some of the bigger studios, Fantasy Flight Games. It's like I've said before, it's above average in many areas. It's average in areas, and it's below average in some areas. And really, the biggest below average is some of the material comes out. But heck, in this day and age, with the amount of things that we have vying for our attention and trying to get us to purchase them, you're always going to have small, minute things that need to be changed to improve. And at least they're making the errata, and they're providing that for everybody, and they're not just abandoning anything. And Luca, thank you. You've been very, very active in the comment section. So yeah, so if you watched to this point and started hearing my ramblings, this is just me sort of trying to change my ways, the way at how I look at a company that's just trying to put out a good product. And I think they succeeded in that. I know they succeeded in that. Hands-on with all of this stuff has changed my point of view. I don't like waiting for things. No one really does, but have to be a little patient sometimes. So, all right. Appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below. I'll have all my links for all my other videos in the description below. And please let me know if there's things that I can change, things you'd like to see better. I think I'm going to start doing this more often. I'm going to have it fully unboxed. I'm not going to have it to where I pull it out of the box, you know, sort of reaction stuff. Maybe I will, who knows. This is all because of Cynically Awesome, the way that I'm doing this. So, Cynically Awesome, if you ever come by and watch these videos, tell me what I'm messing up. Okay. All right. Again, thanks for watching. I'll check you on the next video.